funding gap, and the Women in Entrepreneurship session will shine a light on what is being done to nurture, to grow, and to scale positive impact in this regard. We have also spoken in depth about the underrepresentation of women in STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, mathematics. With only 28% of women in sub-Saharan Africa working in these fields. Since 2016, the Motsepe Foundation has worked with almost 8,000 girls to support their mentorship, high school and tertiary education in STEM. And the Women's Digital Presence session will highlight more what we can do to bring to the front innovation and development on the continent. Just a week ago, Cape Town hosted the first electric car race. The Formula E was held for the first time in Cape Town. I was amazed at how many of our young students that we support in Khayelitsha, in Cape Town, in the townships, were eager to be part of this race. My team organized for these young people to meet the Formula E drivers, to interact with them, to talk to the engineers, to be stimulated by these, because that's what we do, that's what we seek to do, that's what we want to ensure that our young people are exposed and experience these opportunities. I was even surprised at one of our bursary managers who came back excitedly and said to me, Dr. Precious, you won't believe these cars can go up to 300 kilometers an hour. You know, I mean, this is the beauty of the experience, the exposure that people receive when they go into these places that we never ever imagine are important for our development and growth. And lastly, since 2020, we have all been witness to the diminished progress that has been made towards gender equality because of the precarious position of women in our economies. In this potentially difficult time, as we navigate the macroeconomic concerns and social and political tensions, we must also recognize the impact these setbacks have had on our mental health and our overall well-being. It is crucial, and this will be unpacked further during the health and the imposter syndrome session. I'm particularly looking forward to hearing what women have to say about this imposter syndrome. We must not lose hope in ourselves, and we must support each other as we go through these initiatives in our different worlds and in our work. With diverse women in leadership who are building legacies through uplifting others, we can encourage this hope amongst one another while we examine the limits and the success of our current approaches. There is a Swahili saying that goes that 1,000 begins with one. In this room, we represent a group of individuals who are doing what we can, where we are, and with what we have to initiate positive impact at a larger scale. This, I believe, is how change occurs, with a willingness to plant and nurture a seed, even when we may not see its full potential immediately, is really invaluable. The seed of this summit over 7 years has been a global gathering of leaders, experts, public figures, and youth trailblazers. And the Motsepe Foundation commends and supports your support in this endeavor. It is with great pleasure that I welcome each and every one of you to today's 7th G-World Summit. During the course of the summit, I look forward to hearing more about your inspiring work, your initiatives, and how you think we can collaborate to bring our dream to reality. I have no doubt that we will leave here with renewed motivation to continue planting and nurturing for years to come. To set the scene this morning, I'm honored to introduce a special message from a custodian of the Sustainable Development Goals. Before becoming United Nations Deputy Secretary General in early 2017, she was Minister of Environment of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. She has been named one of Apolitical's 100 most influential people on gender policy.